Aboru, aboye, aboye boshishe. Ogbo, ato, asure, iworiwo fun. Good day to everyone, to my viewers and to my listeners. My name is Olariwaju Ifa Damilare. I welcome you all today in the name of Olodumare, the creator of everything. I welcome you in the name of Orunmila, Barami Agboniregun. I welcome you in the name of Obatala, Obatasha, Obatakuntakun Lode Ironje. I welcome you in the name of Ogun, Lakaye, Oshimole, Olomile Fejewe, Olasho Lefimo Kimo Bura. I welcome you in the name of Shongo, Olukoso, Ayara Ino. I welcome you in the name of Oshushengeshe, Olonyanyu, Awedekoto Wemo. I welcome you in the name of Aje, Olokun, Ogugunuso, Oniso Boji. I welcome you in the name of Yemoja, and may the peace of Olodumare be with each and every one of us. Ashe. So today I am here to speak on what I titled Foundation. Foundation, which we call it in our language, Yoruba language, Ìpilẹ̀ṣẹ̀. We can also call it Orísun. Ìpilẹ̀ṣẹ̀ tàbí Orísun. Foundation. What do we mean by foundation? Foundation. When you hear the word foundation, what comes into your mind? Foundation simply means the beginning of a project. Whatever you want to do, the foundation, the ìpilẹ̀ṣẹ̀, the orísun, ìbẹ̀rẹ̀pẹ̀pẹ̀. That is foundation. If a man gets married today to a wife, he must have started from a foundation. And the foundation is having the opportunity to meet the woman, coming into an agreement with the woman, staying in courtship for some time, then start planning the wedding. So that is the foundation. So the foundation is your ability to meet the woman and be in agreement with her. So foundation is what I am going to be speaking on today. A lot of us are not living our life according to our design foundation. We are not living our life according to our designed foundation. And whatever we want to achieve in this life, our foundation is extremely important. Our foundation is extremely important. In other words, we must take good cognizance of our foundation. Our foundation must be strong. Our foundation must not be interrupted. But unfortunately today, a lot of people are living their life out of their own foundation. So therefore, failure, setback are inevitable. We need to acknowledge what our foundation looks like. We need to acknowledge where we originated from. We need to know what is really our foundation. And today, I will be bringing out my teaching from the Oduifa Ejiogbe. Ejiogbe. That is the number one Oduifa out of the 256 Oduifa that we have. So I shall be bringing my teaching from the Oduifa Ejiogbe. And as you all know, Ejiogbe, being the number one Oduifa, has a lot of messages of Olodumare. So we shall be bringing our topic from a particular verses of Ejiogbe. It might be 2 verses or 3 verses. It might also be in 1 verse. But I am bringing the teaching of today from Oduifa Ejiogbe. Ọ̀rúnmìlà ìudí ifami udi bara mi agboniregun. Ìudí no shitaye. Ọ̀rúnmìlà ìudí ifami udi bara mi agboniregun. Ìudí no shogunro. Ọ̀rúnmìlà ìudí ifami udi bara mi agboniregun. Ìudí no sorun ọmọ. Ọ̀rúnmìlà ìudí ifami udi bara mi agboniregun. Ìudí no shonta. Ìudí ni olókòkòṣìkò tí mú gintiregun tó sì ń gùn járí. Ó ní kí wọ́n sọ fọ́mọ ẹni kó lọ mọ̀rọ̀ tiẹ̀ láti dì í torí kó má bàa kùbò, torí kó má bàa kù rẹ́gẹ́dẹ́. Ifá má jẹ́ ń kùbò ẹ̀yìn awóró, ọ̀pẹ̀sẹ̀gì má jẹ́ ń kùbò ẹ̀yìn awóró. So this is one of the verse of Ejiogbe that I just explained now. So I'm going deeper to let you know what Ifa really means by Udi, mi Udi. So here Ifa is speaking, Ọ̀rúnmìlà is speaking about foundation in Oduifa Ejiogbe. He says Udi, and I responded Udi. That is, Ọ̀rúnmìlà said foundation, and I responded foundation. Iudi no shintaye. Itaye, that is Akure language. I'm speaking from Akure language this time around. Udi no shintaye, that is, Itaye is known to be alligator pepper in English language, and in general Yoruba language is known to be atari. So it says if you want to open an alligator pepper, you have to open it from the bottom. That is Udi no shintaye. Udi no shintaye. Iudi no shogunro. We have 2 types of alligator pepper. We have the smaller one and the bigger one. So the bigger one is known as oguro. So it says that if you also want to open that bigger alligator pepper, it also has to be from the bottom, which is Udi no shogunro. Iudi no sonuomo. What that simply means is, for a woman to get pregnant, a man have to climb the woman, have intercourse with the woman, then release sperm into the woman. During the process of releasing sperm, Ifa tag it to be foundation. Ifa tag it to be foundation. Iudi no shiota. So ota is an Akure language, which Yoruba we call okuta, and in English language is known to be stone. So Ọ̀rúnmìlà says that if you want to lift a stone up, you have to dip your 2 hands to the bottom, then lift it up. During that process, it's been tagged to be foundation. And it says that we should tell people that are concerned to take their situation from the bottom. They should go to the origin of their life. They should go to the source, to the foundation of their life, to pick it up from there if they do not want to fail in life. What does this Oduifa mean to you and I? What it means is you are not living your life based on your foundation. And anyone that is not living his or her life based on his or her foundation, there will definitely be a failure. There will definitely be a setback. and all of the disadvantages in life. That is foundation. Foundation. We need to go back to where we came from. For example, we are Africans. No matter where you are born, no matter where you are staying, no matter where you are living, no matter the country, the blood that still flows through your vein is still the blood of your home biological father. Inasmuch the blood that is flowing through your vein is not an European blood, it's not an Asian blood, it's not an Arab blood, inasmuch the blood is an African blood, you have a foundation in Africa. Your foundation begins from Africa. That is your foundation, your Africa. So you need to acknowledge what is going on in your foundation for you to be able to live a successful life. It's very important as an African. A lot of people have deviated from their foundation and they are expecting a different result. It's not possible. So if you deviated from your foundation, you deviated from your source, there are prices to pay for moving out of your foundation. There are prices to pay for not being in alignment with your foundation. For example, you are from Anambra State. You are from a particular village in Anambra State. That is where your father came from. Unfortunately, your father did not even know anything about his own village, let alone the children. And the blood that flows through your father is the same blood as your grandfather, which is his own father. And the blood that is flowing through your vein now is the blood of your father. So that is your foundation. That is your lineage. There is nothing that can take that system from your body, that can take the blood away from your system, because that is your foundation. So you need to know what is going on in your foundation for you to be able to live a successful life. When we are talking about successful life, we are not talking about the amount of money you have in your bank account. When sometimes problems want to come, but this problem might give you enough time to think, enough time to make a decision. And when these decisions when the decisions are not taken properly, everything that a person has labored for over 30, 40 years, because the person is not in alignment with his foundation, the problem will just come, take away all the sweat, take away all the struggle of over 40 years. So when we are talking about success, we are not talking about buying a car, buying a private jet. No, there is nothing anyone has today. If you want to vanish, it takes just an hour to settle everything. So we need to understand what life is all about. So a lot of people are living their life outside of their foundation. Everybody comes from a village. Everybody comes from a foundation. We have a foundation, and unfortunately we find ourselves in a society that does not understand what foundation is all about. For example, you go to church every Sunday, you pay your offering, you pay your tithe. So when you get to church, you sing, you dance. All those activities doesn't have any relationship with you. It doesn't have any relationship with your foundation, because that is not your foundation. As an African, going to church has no relationship with your original self. You are just going there to have fun. You are going there to meet people, to sing, to dance. Because in Africa, we do not have anything that has to do with, we don't even have any relationship with Jesus. He wasn't our messenger. He is not the messenger sent to Africa. We have no business with him. He's been sent to a group of people from the European continent. But in African continent, we have our own messenger. In Africa, we have no relationship with Allah. He is not our messenger. He's been sent to Saudi Arabia. And we are not from Saudi Arabia. We are Africans. We are Nigerians. So we have our own culture. We have our own system of talking to our Creator. So it is not when the European people brought Jesus to Africa that we now have access to talk to the Creator. Our forefathers, our grandfathers have been talking to the Creator. And the Creator has been acknowledging their veneration, their prayers, before the foreign people came and told us that no, don't do this. If you do this, you go to hellfire. Now the question is, who has ever been to hellfire? Nobody. If there is anyone who has been to hellfire, the person should come out with evidence that when I went to hellfire, my left hand got burnt. My left ear got burnt because the fire was too much. Nobody. All these things are just fallacious. They are telling us all this to keep us enslaved. They want to enslave me. They want to enslave you. They want to enslave our children. They have succeeded in enslaving our grandparents. They have succeeded in enslaving our parents. Now they are now in battle with you and I to enslave us. And if they are able to enslave you and I, then they will enslave our children. That is slavery. So, with religion, everyone has deviated from their foundation. There is no way you can be in alignment with your own foundation when you have taken religion so serious, so personal, that you have to worship somebody else from Israel, from Europe, and leave what belongs to you in your village. Because what belongs to you, your originality, your authenticity has been tagged to be evil. Your authenticity, your originality has been tagged to be evil. So you believe you are evil once you have anything to do with your foundation. And their purpose is very simple: to enslave you. Their purpose is very simple: to enslave you. So you need to acknowledge, where do I come from? Who is my father? What does my father believe in? Who is my grandfather? Where does my grandfather come from? Who is my great-grandfather? Where does he come from? Those people have been able to live a successful life because they were in alignment with their foundation. So today, you wake up, you just do whatever you want to do, you live your life the way. Life is beyond living your life the way you want it to be. There are things, there are do's, there are don'ts concerning your being, concerning your journey here on earth. And it is when you are in alignment with your foundation, you will be able to know the things to do and the things not to do, the things to eat and the things not to eat. And in Christian world, you are being told that everything God created is good. So therefore, all of them are for consumption. But you need to understand that your own destiny, your own ori is different from my own destiny. What is good for you might not be good for me, because everybody chooses different destiny from the Creator while coming to the planet Earth. Coming from heaven down to the earth is a journey. We all come here we are in a market world. So we are all here to sell different products. So you need to understand what your product entails for you to be able to gain more customers. So if a religion has captured you to sell the same product as me, captured your husband to sell the same product as you, there will be problem. And that is why people are going through a lot of trauma, a lot of difficulties today. A lady that is mature for marriage find it difficult to get a husband. A man that is matured to have a home find it difficult to get a wife. And if at the end of the day they manage to get one, after a few years they get divorced, because there are problems with the foundation. Even from the husband side, there are problems with the foundation from the wife side. So both parties are not even in alignment with nature. So therefore, everybody is expecting good things, and they believe these good things will just come by waking up every day, pray to a certain Jesus, and Jesus will solve all the problem for them. That is that is fake. It can't work. It doesn't work like nature doesn't work that way. Nature doesn't work that way. You need to know your real identity. Ifá ni jíjí tí mo jí mo kó ire. Ọ̀nà ni mo rìn ni mo kó ifá. A kì í jí ní kùtùkùtù òwúrọ̀ ká má mọ ifá tó dání sílé ayé. Àwọn ló dífá fún Onípò. Onípò yóò fi ìlànà bàbá rẹ̀ sílẹ̀, yóò máa tẹ̀lé ìlànà bàbá oníbàbá. The character Ifá is talking about here, his name is Oniko. So Oniko, while he was growing up, his parents went for a divination to know how their son will be great and successful in life. And Oduifa came from the creator, Ejiogbe. So his parents were asked to initiate Oniko into Ifa. Then let him go and start learning Ifa, because he is going to be a Babalawo. That is a messenger of Olodumare. So when we are talking about a Babalawo, we are talking about a prominent people. We are talking about a people of integrity. Because they know, they have communication. They hear directly from Olodumare. They hear directly from the creator. That is who Babalawo is. They can tell you your problem, tell you the way out, tell you the cause of your problem. So Oniko were asked to go for initiation and start learning Ifa, so that it can start solving people's problems, start bringing people out of darkness into light. But as he was growing, his parents called him and told him, "My son, come. This is what Ifa says about your journey here on earth." Oniko says no, that all the friends he had around him, all of them have different religion. So he also want to practice their own religion with them. And that was how the journey of Oniko got interrupted. And in the course of his journey, when it was time for him to get married, no wife. When it was time for him to start having children, no children, because there's no wife. And if there's no wife, you can imagine, no wife, no children, there's no money. At old age, he was still living with his parents because he couldn't even afford a 1 square meal. Everything turned out bad for him. So one day, because he's now a grown-up man, he wakes up and he went to his own Babalawo. Babalawo, please, I want to make divination. I want to know what I'm going to do that will make my life a successful life. So the same divination came out for him. And what his father told him is what the Babalawo now told him. You, Oniko, if you want to live a successful life, if you want to live a good life, your purpose here on earth is to serve the Creator, is to serve Olodumare, is to serve Ifa, is to learn Ifa. Then he accepted because he had seen a lot. He went for Ifa divination. He went for Ifa initiation after the divination. After the initiation, he now began to learn Ifa. After a few years, he got his freedom and he began to pray for people. So within a year of praying for people, they brought him a wife. And less than few months, the wife conceived and delivered a baby. So he was blessed with a house. He was blessed with a horse, which can be referred to as car nowadays. Everything that is made with doing that time, he now has the opportunity to achieve them. Imagine if he hadn't come back to his foundation. So if you look at the story of Oniko right now, it's similar to the life everybody is living. Being you in the city, being you in Lagos, being you in Abuja, being you in Port Harcourt, being you anywhere in the world. If you are not living your life according to your foundation, there is tendency for failure. Because no matter if you are living in America and you are not in alignment with your foundation, you can stay in America for 40 years and at the end of the day, you come back with nothing. That is foundation. Living in America does not guarantee success. Living in America while you are in alignment with your foundation is what only guarantees success. So, a lot of people are living their life just as this man, Oniko. It was after he hearkened to the voice of Ifa and followed the instruction of Ifa, that was when his life began to transform positively. So you need to know what is wrong with your foundation. If you are seeking for an admission, the first time you fail your jump, second year you fail your jump, third year you need to sit down. Why? What is the cause of the failure? You need to know your real identity. Does that mean that I am not even destined for success? No. Probably the course you want to go and study in that university might not even be in alignment with your Hori. You are destined to be a farmer and you decide to go and study medicine and surgery, there will be a problem. Even if after all the trial, you pass the JAMB, you pass the post-JAMB, you got the admission to university, courts might be disturbing you. Because you are not in alignment with your foundation. And do not forget, when Ifa says you are a farmer, that is what you have been doing before you're coming down to the health. That is what you choose to do. That is what you wrote down with your creator. I am going to the planet Earth. When I get there, I want to be a farmer. When I get to the planet Earth, I want to marry 2 wives. So if you are a man who wrote it down with Olodumare, your creator, that you want to marry 2 wives here on Earth, and you get to this planet Earth, you now want to do wedding and marry just 1 single wife. To be successful will be difficult. Because you are living outside of alignment with your foundation. So you need to discover your real identity. And how can you discover your real identity? It's through Ifa. You cannot discover your real identity through the Bible. Your real identity is not written in the Bible. From Genesis to Revelation, your real identity is not there. From the number 1 chapter of the Quran to the last chapter, your real identity is not there because it's not made for you. You are not an Arabian. You are not European. You are not Israelite. You are in Nigeria. So you have an identity here in Nigeria. You have a foundation. You have a source. So you need to start to live your life according to your foundation. So I hope I'm communicating with you, and I hope you are getting the message. Enough damage has been done through religion to you and I. Enough damage has been done already. Enough damage. Religion has captured our life. Religion has put us into captivity for a very long time. And they are not even giving us a space, a breathing space to think. Are we doing it right? Are we doing it wrong? So we need to understand our real identity, our creator. Going to church, going to mosque does not bring you in alignment with your creator. So many people, since they were born, they've not even have access to appease their Hori. Is it Jesus that will come and appease your Hori for you? Or is Allah that will come and appease your Hori for you? This is your Hori. It's not it's your Hori. So as you are consuming, as you are eating every day, you also need to give your ori food. Which religion will tell you? Is it written in the Bible that so person from so person, oh, you're going to appease your ori? It's not written. That is, you need to understand this message and don't take it personal, because if you are addicted to religion, you will take my message personal, and I don't want you to take it personal. I am only here to liberate you. I am here to free you from religion slavery. I am here to let you know where you have gotten it wrong. You are a woman and your energy is from the water. Your best food is catfish. There will be problem for you. There is no two ways about it. Because the moment you are eating that catfish, you are as well eating your own flesh. So you can't progress. Even if you have billions of naira, it will still go down. Because when your heavenly mates are not happy with you, when they are not at peace with you, there will be problem. When you are supposed to get married, the right man will not even come. And a lot of people who have this energy from the water, a lot of people who have energy that is controlling them, powerful energy, and those energy are there to promote their life positively, they end up into fornication. And there is no way you will be fornicating. That is an irritating habit. Your heavenly mate can never be happy with you. So you should expect failure, expect backwardness. You know what I am talking about. If I ask you where you are now, everything that you have been doing, ever since you have been hustling, ever since you have been making money, if I ask you now, are you where you plan to be right now? Are you? Your achievement now, does it worth it? If you are to count the amount of money you have seen in your life, where you are right now, your achievement now, does it correlate? No. So you need to ask yourself, what is the cause? Kí ló fà tó fi rí bẹ́ẹ̀? Why is it so? There must be something. There is a reason for it. So don't just say, àmúwá Ọlọ́run ni. There is no, you have no, kò sí nǹkan tó kàn Ọlọ́run. God, I don't even know him to be God anyway. I know him to be Olódùmarè, because the white people told us to call him God. And before the white people came, my father doesn't know God, my grandfather doesn't know God, my great-grandfather doesn't know God. What they know is Olódùmarè. So it is the white people that ask us to be calling Olódùmarè God. So we don't even know if it is the right words or not right. Nobody knows. Nobody even care to ask. Because that is what we were told, that we should be calling him God. And my ancestors, they know him to be Olódùmarè. That is the creator. So the creator, when he created you, he has given you every knowledge, he has given you every information to live a successful life. So if you are not living your life according to your real authenticity, there is tendency for failure. And if you fail, your creator has no business in it. He has no hand in it. So that is why you need to always sit down in everything you are doing. You need to always ask yourself some questions personally. Am I progressing? Am I going back? Am I getting it right? This is what I plan to do. Am I able to achieve it? Those are the questions you need to keep asking yourself. These are very important questions to your life journey. Because if you get it wrong, there is tendency that your children will also get it wrong. Do not forget, our parents, they have gotten it wrong. That is why none of us were able to discover what is right from what is wrong. And our parents got it wrong through religion captivity. Because when the white people came, they told our parents, everything you are doing, oh yeah, throw it away, burn them. They will take it to hellfire. So, this set of people came and told us that we can only have access to our creator, my own creator, the person that created me. I can only have access to him through one European man that have no relationship with me, that I don't even know where he came from, apart from what was written in the Bible. How does that work? That somebody from Israel will be the one to save me, will be the one to take me down to my Creator again. You can imagine how bad it is for Africans. We have been captured. So I am bringing out this message to liberate you from captivity. So if you are addicted to religion, my message is not for you. Because you will definitely take my message personal. Your grandfather is a babalawo. Your father is a babalawo, and you wake up in the morning, you said you want to be a pastor. You had failed already. Because even the hierarchy pastor you may want to talk of today, all of them as Ifa. Every pastor you might be hearing their name today, that you might want to talk of here in Nigeria, in Africa, they are all initiated into Ifa. So they know what they are doing, because they know this religion of a thing is just a means of business. It's a means of business for every pastor. They know that they are deceiving you and I. They know. So we need to come into the realities of life. We just need to wake up into the realities of life. Your father is a babalawo. Your grandfather is a babalawo. You came from Ifa family. You came from Ogun lineage. You came from Shango lineage. And you wake up, you say, Jesus has washed away your sins. And the blood of Jesus is the one flowing in your vein. You can imagine how stupid is that? To even think of that. And you now begin to struggle. You begin to struggle. There's no way forward. There's no solution to your problems. You have been conditioned into fasting and prayer that is the only way out for you. So there are so many ways we have gotten it wrong. If I says, Jiji Timoji, Momuru Kerebaba mi torofini. Jiji Timoji, Momuru Kerebaba mi turugbaja. Adifa fún igbó ń sunkún pohùn létí. Adifa fún òkè ń sunkún pohùn lẹ́sẹ̀. Adifa fún omi ń sunkún pohùn lójúpọ́n. My question is, Ifa speaks about Irukere. I don't even know the English name for Irukere. But I know Irukere. You know, if you are a Yoruba man, you know what I'm talking about. Irukere is being used by the king, Obalade. And is being used by the high chief in the community. It's also being used by a babalawo. And you now go for a divination. A Jogbe now came. So you should know that your foundation, you are from a king lineage. You are from a babalawo's lineage. And if you are not told, go for Ifa initiation so that you can get total liberation, total freedom. You said no, that you are a born-again Christian. That is failure. Because at the end of the journey, the failure is so certain. Enough damage to your life journey. Try and put an end to failure in your life journey. Go back to your foundation. Go back to your source to know where everything is wrong. There are things you are doing that you are not supposed to be doing. That might be the cause of your failure. There are things you are eating that you are not supposed to be eating. It might be the cause of your failure. The color of clothes you are wearing might not even match with your destiny. It might be the cause of your failure. And all these things are not written in the Bible. They are not written in Quran, for crying out loud. So how would you be able to know? How would you be able to know? So while you are going to church, your problem just leaves you automatically. It stays at home waiting for you to come back. And when you get to church, you dance, you sing, all merriment. After that, you struggle back home. When you get back home, the problem comes again. Then you now think, oh, how am I going to solve the problem now? I'm owing a house rent. I want to pay my children's school fees. I want to do this. All these things, they are just meant to be. And that is how it's going to continue to be. You enter a contribution. After a year, you got the contribution, 500,000. And the problem you want to solve with that 500,000 is ahead of you. And meanwhile, when you are starting up the contribution, you had a mindset that, okay, I'm using this money to buy a land. Now the money is almost ready. There's a problem ahead of you that you want to solve with that 500,000. Is that how you plan your life to be? So we need to think. You've been living in Canada for the past 15, 20 years, and there's no investment in Nigeria. You don't even have a house in Nigeria, and you think maybe probably by next year you'll be able to do it. No, that is how it's going to continue to be, because you are not in alignment with nature. You are not in alignment with your foundation. Don't be deceived. What I'm speaking now, no pastor will tell you. Even pastor doesn't know it. Pastor come to us for knowledge. We lecture them. They don't even know it. They don't know. They don't have idea. Pastor will only teach you based on what is written in the Bible. John went to Peter. Peter went to Theophilus. Theophilus went to. How does that relate with Omo Yoruba? How does that relate with an African child? 300 years ago, there is no John in our names. There is no Peter in our names. They brought this to us. We don't even know the meaning of John. We don't know the meaning of Peter. We don't even know if he's a killer or poison. Maybe John means poison. We don't even know, because that is what they told us to believe, and we believe it. And a Yoruba name, Adeshewa, Omolade, Adelabi. Just look at how beautiful those names is. Then you go to Igbo, Okechukwu, Obinna, Ifeanyi. Those are beautiful names. So you don't come from somewhere, impose your system on us, and you want us to keep living according to the system. And that system is a system of failure to our origin. It's a system of failure to our foundation. So we need to understand how it is. So if you are a born-again Christian, my channel is not for you, because you will always get pissed off. I am here to liberate people. I am here to let people know the realities of life. So do not forget the topic, foundation. You came from somewhere. You don't just come from heaven and meet yourself here. You came from somewhere. And you need to know, you need to understand your purpose here on earth. Why are you here? So after discovering your purpose of coming down to the earth, in the course of discovering, you will know the things to be doing, the things not to be doing, the things to be eating, the things not to be eating. Without all this, there will be problems in our daily activities. There will be problems. A lot of people are going through many things. The world is full of problems. The world is troubled. The world is troubled. So we need to acknowledge what is right from what is wrong. And I hope you don't take my message personal. I also hope that my message has inspired you. If yes, kindly, I beg you, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Ifa Truthfulness TV, and also help us to promote this channel so that others can also benefit from our teachings. We are working for Olodumare. We are not working for ourselves. And our mission is to liberate people from darkness into light. Our mission is to let people know the realities of life. Our mission is to let people realize their real authenticity. Thank you very much. I remain Olarewaju Ifa Damilare. Elaboru, elaboye, elaboye, boshishe, ogbo, ato, asure, iworiwo fun. Thank you.